So you selected a bunch of properties to visit with your agent and you are very excited to get started. But do you have a strategy to effectively select the top 2 or 3 properties you might consider making an offer on? You see, typically buyers can look at 10 properties or more in an afternoon. And usually after the 5th property or by the end of all of the showings, they are exhausted and can barely remember which property had what positives or negatives and how it was laid out. Even if they took notes and pictures, it becomes a daunting task to keep track of all of the information about each property. Now imagine how much worse it gets when they go out the next day to look at more properties and pile up even more data, notes, and pictures. It can quickly become overwhelming and confusing and lead the buyers to analysis paralysis. There is so much to digest and analyze that they don't know where to start and get paralyzed. I learned this simple but powerful technique from a veteran agent a long time ago and have been using it with a lot of success with my buyers. There are, however, 3 conditions for it to work. Number 1, you must understand and accept that you cannot buy all of the homes you will look at, and therefore you must be ready to eliminate most of what you will see and only leave the top 2 or 3 homes. Number 2, you must be a motivated buyer ready to buy now and ready to make an offer as long as you find at least one suitable property. If you are just looking to kind of get an idea of what is available and maybe buy in several months or years, then this would be an exercise in futility. Number 3, you must be very clear and create a list of the must-have features in your ideal home and be ready to eliminate any home that does not have all of these. If a feature is desirable and not a must-have, then put it on a second list of nice-to-have features. If a feature is absolutely a no-no or a deal breaker, then put it on a third list of deal breakers. The following slide shows you a simplified example of these 3 lists. Let's go over it. An example of must-have features could be that you need an absolutely must-have 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a 1-car garage, a fenced yard, and the house has to be a single story. A nice-to-have feature list would be, it would be nice to have a 4th bedroom or a den, maybe an additional half bath, maybe a 2-car garage instead of a 1-car garage. A pool would be nice, a newer roof would be nice, and updates would also be nice. Your deal breakers could be that you will absolutely not buy a house that is on a main street. You would not buy a house that needs a new roof. You will not buy a house that needs too many repairs, and you will not buy a house that is frame construction as opposed to concrete block. The first thing that I would say is that there is no reason to waste your time and look at properties that obviously don't have your must-have features or have any of your deal breakers. But let's assume you are very lucky and there are 10 homes or more that meet your minimum criteria. The idea is basically to start ranking and eliminating homes as you see them based on your 3 lists and how you like them while visiting, and only leave at any time just 2 or 3 homes as finalists. To illustrate, let's say you just looked at the 4th home. What you need to do now is stop, and before you see the next home, review all 4 homes with your agent, spouse, or significant other. This has to be done while everything is still fresh in your mind so you can eliminate 1 home. At the 5th home and before you see the 6th home, you will still review the 3 you previously selected and the 5th home you just saw and eliminate 1 home. You repeat this process until you have seen all 10, 20, or 50 homes. Once you are done viewing homes, even if it took days, you are only left with the top 2 or 3 homes to revisit to decide which one you will make an offer on. This trick only works if you are disciplined, agree to respect the 3 rules of this game, and ready to buy now. If the market is hot and properties are selling fast, but you take your time, then you might lose some or all of your top choices.